you go. Oh, it's up. Oh. Okay.
Guys, free relief from divots? Should we? The answer is no. Go for yourself. Fuck it. How about this? I'll put a DOD King. Guys,
It's not teed up and it's at least playing it pretty damn good, actually.
all right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday morning to you. Unless you hate Mondays, then, yeah. Sorry it's Monday morning. But, hey, you know what? If you're watching live golf, can't be that bad, right? This is, McGolfin TV. It's a golf live stream. We play golf live on YouTube and Twitch, sometimes TikTok, too, when we want to be nice to the young kids and show them what it's like to, play live golf. Anyway, shout out to all the folks watching on the replay. This is a little show we do in the morning. It's just 9 holes off the back 9, bringing you live golf from beautiful West Palm Beach in South Florida. It's an absolute beautiful morning. So without further ado, let's head out to the tee, shall we? All right. Good morning, Lex.
Good morning, my goofballs.
All right. Yep. Good morning, all you geezers out there and geezettes. It is golfing time. You've got your golfer here, Lex McGolfin. I'm the co-host. If you're wondering why is there some voice talking, well, I'm Phil McGolfin. I'm the co-host. I sit at the broadcast booth, pressing the buttons, and bringing you the live commentary for our little live golf show. Isn't that nice?
It's like a tour broadcast. Only shittier.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I shouldn't say that. You know, if you watch tour broadcast. Okay. All right, guys. 155 yards. I'm gonna hit a 7-iron.
If it was a tour broadcast, then we cut away and interrupt you and go to commercials right now for about 8 minutes.
Yeah. I'm playing on this hole. I'm going to play a max fly soft, so I'm taking an extra club due to the golf ball.
All right.
I got to ration my Pro Vs. I got to start playing these max flies. Well struck, out to the right. Could be trouble. I think that might be wet, but on the other side of the water.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's check out our flyover on hole number 10 here, so you can take a look at what we're looking at here. Here it is. It's par 3. You got some water to carry, and like you said, it sounds like you hit it maybe long and right into that other lake on that backside. So not so good. Let's see, who do we got right now? We got Barry. What's up, Barry? Good morning. PJG.
Morning,
good
Barry.
morning. We got
Paul.
Golf Wrenching Country Club. What's up? What's up, Wrenching? I think we'll rename you Wrench. How about that? Since you've changed it from Monkey Wrenching to Golf Wrenching, we'll just call you Wrench.
Wrenching. He's just lots of wrenching.
Wrench. Yep.
He's a mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no room here. You know, I kind of landed right over in here, and I think I just made it. Okay, ball's right down there in the water.
Well, you could try to do a really stupid play like Jake Knapp did yesterday at the PGA Tour and throw away your tournament by trying to hit it out of that stuff and not going, hey, this is Florida. That ain't gonna work here. You just gotta take your medicine.
Is that, I was trying to look at the highlights, and I really wanted some highlights of that double bogey
Triple
on the
bogey.
Twitter, and I didn't triple bogey. I didn't see anyone have like highlights of it.
Oh, really?
And I go, the one thing I want to see from the tournament
Yeah.
is the guy piss it away.
Yep. Well, he hit it on a par 4, kind of what you just did there, but it was a little closer to the bank, and he thought he was going to get cute and just kind of, you know, pop it up out of there. And as you could probably attest to in Florida, that stuff is so swampy, so muddy. It's maybe not the smartest thing in the world to do.
All right, I'm gonna lob one up, try to get it close. Okay, I did just that.
All right.
So at the end of the week here on Friday, I've got my club championship qualifier. So this week is kind of practice for the club championship. We got to get ready.
Yeah, I love it.
And I'm going to play for the championship. I'm going to play above my flight. I was flighted to flight 1 with my handicap, but I'm going to play with the scratch golfers. I've played with them before, casually, and I know these guys, I can beat their bad days. There's a 4.
All right. Full bogey to start off, no big deal.
No, it was a good recovery.
Yep.
Being in the water. I know my good game is better than their bad game, so I'm going to try to hope that these guys have a bad day and I can beat them.
All right, I like that. It's a fun theme for the week. Club championship prep.
Yeah. So we're prepping. So we're doing a takeaway club on Thursday. I don't know what else we want to do.
Yeah, I saw your schedule. I think that works.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, Jesus, dude. Don't do that on camera. What the hell?
It's my morning pukies.
Yeah.
I'm like a pregnant woman with like morning sickness all the time.
Lovely.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I drink all that coffee and then that.
This guy.
And then all that Zen.
Yeah.
And it's like a 1-2 combo. I don't know. I have a morning thing. All right, hit up on the ball. Playing a Max Fly super soft still. Earphone warning. There's a guy out in a bunker way up there. I might need to yell 4 to an employee. Nope, out to the right just the way I wanted. All right, it's in a little bit of tree trouble, but it's not out of bounds. So to win, so the first thing I got to do is I got to qualify. So we have a qualifier to see who gets through, and they're going to have a certain amount of teams go through. The qualifier, I think I can qualify with the scratch golfers. There will normally be 1 or 2 people trying to play, like myself, higher handicappers, and all I got to do is just beat one of the other higher handicappers, and I should be able to make it through. I might make it through anyway. There may not be enough people playing in the championship flight. I was looking at the roster for the club championship, and there's only 60 guys registered. You know, which is like the number for a normal Wednesday men's game, or less than that. So it's weird. There's not that many players playing for the club championship this year. All right, I got to hit a 7-iron through that last hole. So is this the dumb play that when it comes to the club championship, I should not hit? Yeah, I'm not going to make it up to the green.
Well,
I'm not going to hit that.
Yeah, you got to lay
not
up
making
below
it.
that sand trap, I think, and
Yeah, I'm going to go this way.
take the big
You're right.
gap and yeah, right there. Yep.
Hit the tree.
Yep. You
Where the fuck did it go after it? Okay, it came right down.
Yep. See, and you should have used a lower
5.
lofted club and chipped it to really keep it underneath that tree.
Okay. This is this is everything we need to be fucking fixing right now. We've got a week to fix this shit.
Yep.
Okay, so what do I do here? I just did the same thing.
Oh, see, yeah,
so I think
and that's the problem. Look what you did. Now this is kind of even worse, and you still got this. I mean, it's the same shot, but
it's the same shot.
Yep.
It's like a 5-iron runner.
Yep. It's too bad our
Rod isn't here.
Yeah, that Rod isn't here to.
He'd be laughing his ass off
about doing little low punches.
All right, 5-iron. We got to get this close. I don't know if that's going to run enough. It's tough to judge out the run. Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
Yep. Barry says, yep, hooded 5. Yep. Definitely. Let's see. Let's check in the chat here. PJG says he's driving home from Myrtle Beach. He says, "Congratulations, Lex. No, it was not rigged." He's referring to you winning his 500 sub contest and winning.
PJ, they all think we're in cahoots, man.
Yep. Well, including myself. I literally got some investigative reporters looking into what you guys' Pro V1 laundering scheme. But yeah, he says you should have a dozen golf balls coming to you in about a week.
Sweet. Thank you, PJG, man.
And
congrats again. That's such a. I can't wait till we get there.
Yep. And yep, Golf Wrenching says, thank God we're all a bunch of degenerates here. He says, zinning before any liquids in the AM always gets him, too. So I guess he also knows how that goes.
Yeah. I'm going to pop another piece, too, in just a minute. All right, this is pretty straight. I think it's makeable. This is for a 4. Gotta hit it. All right, another bogey.
Yep.
I can't be bogeying these holes here. I gotta be parring these.
And what's up, Andrew? Andrew's here. He says, never fear. Andrew C is here. And we got Bruce. What's up, Bruce? Good morning to you. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, guys.
Happy Monday morning.
How was everyone's weekend? Myself, I went to the land of the mouse. I was in Disneyland all weekend. My body feels like shit. My shoulders are sore. I took 2 days off from golfing, and you would think that would help my body. But it feels like it's in worse shape this morning. My back doesn't feel great.
Yep, that's because you don't walk your course, and then you spent whatever 4 hours, 5 hours in the car driving up to Disney World, and then you walked all day at Disney World, which your body's not used to.
I'm gonna correct you there. I didn't walk all day at Disney World.
Oh.
I stood all day.
Yes.
in line at Disney World.
Yep.
So there's a big difference between walking and standing in place.
And you probably don't know the trick, which is that when you are standing in line, you should be constantly stretching.
Yeah.
I'm betting
there's no room to stretch, man.
No,
it's
no,
like
you can do it.
Wall-to-wall people. I did a little bit of stretching. I was that guy, kind of doing some stretching, working on my takeaways.
Yeah.
Seeing like, okay, how can I incorporate? I was trying to think of how I incorporate Disney into the stream as well. Do like a Disney stream, right? The crossover, like those Disney people, if they don't, they would watch the Disney stream even though they don't care about golf because it's Disney. They go, oh, something new Disney?
Yep.
I'll take it. Give it to me. They're addicts, dude. Those Disney people are junkies. Off to the right. We shouldn't be hitting slices with this stance.
Yeah, those
That's not good.
Those Disney streamers do quite well for themselves. A lot of them get over 1,000 viewers, and all they do is just walk around the park. They just walk around the park.
I imagine they can't even do rides, because if you try to do a ride, you're just stuck.
No,
You're just stuck.
No, they do it. Yeah.
In line.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to watch someone in line? That sounds more boring than this fucking show, honestly. That sounds really boring.
Yeah,
watching someone sit in line at Disney.
No, people love it.
No, I saw a streamer. I saw a guy. He had his gimbal.
Yeah.
And he had 2 phones.
Wait, what did he?
You know, it was interesting.
What did he look like?
He was there with his.
What did he look like?
I don't know, a 40-year-old white male.
Yeah, but like, what else? I bet you I even know who he is. Depending.
Maybe even a touch of Hispanic to it.
Okay.
I was just passing the guy. It was so fast.
Yeah.
You know. All right, this is a tricky shot. I either go over the tree. I don't think I can go over. I think I got to do another low runner here.
Yep. I would.
164.
I would literally top a 4-iron and let it roll up to the front of the green.
All right, I'm going to take a 5-iron, 154, and we're just going to try to roll it onto the front of the green there and give myself a 2-putt for par. Hook and left, hook and left. All right, it's in front of the other trap over there. It's not in bad shape.
Yep. All right, good. That's where you want to be. Let's see. I wouldn't worry too much, PJG. PJG said regarding his 500 sub contest that Lex won. He says, yeah, if you read all the comments, everybody thinks it was rigged and it was nothing but further from the truth. That was a good guess. People just didn't take it seriously. I don't. People are just razzing you, PJG. Don't. Hopefully, you're not taking it seriously. Everyone in there is just joking around.
Hopefully, we've seen enough streams that my integrity isn't really in question here. I play by the rules.
Oh,
I'd rather win by the rules than you know, win cheating. I'd rather lose by the rules than win cheating.
Yeah. No comment.
Oh, fuck you.
Good morning, Biz. He says, you're in pain because you spent a ton of dough at the mouse house. Yeah, that's probably actually what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we spent some money. It wasn't too bad. We got comp tickets, so I didn't have to pay for the tickets, which was nice. Normally, Disney's $1,000 a day is what it comes out to be. Hotel room, everything else, food, souvenirs. Figure $1,000 a day. I don't know how people can afford it. And the people who are there do not look wealthy. It looks like poors. So I don't know how they afford it.
No, I would say the big change, if you notice, is very few Americans. We can't afford our own stuff.
No, there was tons of... No, it was filled. It was actually less foreigners.
Really?
Yeah. Roll out, baby. Roll out. Roll out. All right. Lob wedge to a few feet.
Yep, not bad. That's his third shot. Should have a good chance for par.
No, I could easily tell they were Americans by the size of them.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, guys.
Yeah.
You could tell people were European because they were thin in the way they dressed.
Yeah.
The Americans, man. There was a lot of people where I just go, you can't get on the rides. You were too big to ride the rides. I don't know how you got on the airplane to get here. Like,
Well, I don't know. Maybe
Just-
that's Magic
just-
Kingdom. I don't know.
yeah, it's Magic Kingdom. Yeah, yeah, Magic
And
Kingdom.
maybe it's because it's, you know, draws a lot of locals. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, and more families and stuff.
Yep.
A lot of families.
Real fast, too, while you're doing this putt, Andrew C. says he's been gone for a few shows. What's the new putter?
Oh, yeah, Andrew. This is the old putter. I used this 15 years ago. But we were having, so this is a Odyssey 2-ball white hot, center shafted. I've played a center shaft putter my whole life. But this one, it's given me better distance control, I think, than the ping. So it was a couple weeks ago we swapped out putters. And it's working. All right, finally a par on the board.
All right. Oh, I guess.
You know, Andrew, we've got massive putting troubles. And I can't quite afford the LAB putter yet, which will fix everything. So until then, I think I'm going to game this. And then I probably need to go get fitted for a putter. What I really need to do is go for a putter fitting and get an LAB fit, probably. Phil disagrees.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of a good analogy here. The analogy would be going and spending thousands of dollars on some sort of cosmetic surgery, thinking that's going to change your life with, yeah, you know, the way people think about you and your success with the ladies, and then so you spend the thousands of dollars, and it turns out it doesn't really change anything, and now you're just really disappointed that you spent so much money, and your putts, your putt scores or whatever are still the same.
Yeah. To use that same analogy, if I spent thousands of dollars on a set of boobies,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would change and increase things, right? I think.
Yeah.
I think you can spend money towards those ends and have good results. I think your analogy is wrong.
Okay.
All right, 5-iron. I'm not even going to shoot the yardage. It's probably 190.
Uh-oh.
That's going to find the left-hand side of the green. Left-hand side of the green.
All right. Well, that turned out better than what it looked like off the club face.
Yeah. It was not.
That looked low and left. All
It
right.
was low and left, and it just stayed. It stayed.
All right. We don't care what he has to say there. Let's look at par 3, 186 for hole 13 here. Luckily, yep, he's somewhere on the left-hand side of that green. It's not a bad spot to be. All right, well, let's see. While he's driving to the ball, shout out to all the folks watching on YouTube, either on the main broadcast or on what I call our Zoomer stream on Vertical. Got some folks watching there. A few folks watching over on the TikTok. Thanks for watching. And nobody watching on Twitch, which, you know what? I don't even care. It's fine. Biz says, the eagle, the former symbol for America, and then he put a little whale emoji. It says the new one. Much better representation of the people. Well, you know what? As much as it makes me nervous that we're fat shaming in chat, I am being hypocritical because I know that I've told you guys my story about how I was a fat boy and about like a freshman in high school, and a girl fat shamed me, and it actually did work. She like literally motivated me to, I like started running the next day and became a workout person and got thin. So yeah, I don't know.
And you're fit to this. You are fit to this day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if I'm fit. I'm still thin, but yeah.
She saved your life.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? That woman is a hero.
Yeah.
Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't just hit it. Don't just hit it. All right. I think it's a 2. Let's see where 2 puts me. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. All right, 2 fingers out. Okay. It was like 4 fingers out.
Yep. It does work, right? Yep. Good. Oh, whoops. I didn't have that set. All right. We'll give you a good par on that one.
Thank you.
Good putt there.
It was a 2 putt?
Yep,
Yeah.
say par.
All right. Man, I love these morning rounds.
Yeah, I can tell. You're like, your energy level's quite different.
Yeah. It's just there's no one out here. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about this at Disney. You know how I get if I've got to wait like 3 minutes on a group in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Imagine waiting 90 minutes for Tiana's Wet Wild Ride,
Mm-hmm.
and then to find out like it's not what you were thinking.
Yeah.
And waiting in line behind all these people, right, is just torture.
Yes, I have something to say about that. Let's run this flyover first, then we'll see the tee shot. Here we are at hole 14, first par 5 on this back 9, about 537. Pretty easy hole. Got some room on the left, a lot of room on the right, and got a whole other fairway to bail out, and can usually still get a look at the green if you slice it out there. So not too bad.
But yeah, I'm not a patient person. So this morning here, I got no one in front of me, no one behind me. I got the course to myself, and it makes me happy. It's the way golf should be, is having 9 holes to yourself. Oh, fuck. All right, let's hit the ball.
All right,
That could find the trap. It's looking good. All right, didn't get in the trap. It's good.
All right. Yeah, so, like, I won't pay for Disney, but I've had I think 2 trips since I've lived here, from family members because they really want me to come. And it's a rough one because you got to stay positive. Someone's gifted you expensive tickets.
Yep.
And so, you know, I got to really, like, there's 2 things going on there. Like, so the first part I'm getting to, which is I don't enjoy it. And the second part is having to work to keep my cynicism in check, right? So I don't bring the vibes down for everyone else. But yeah,
Yeah.
I literally, it does, like, I'm not sure what the attraction is, because, yeah, you wait like 45 minutes for a ride, and it's not that the rides are bad, it's just that they're over in, like, literally 30 seconds. Yeah, it's just like, you wait 45 minutes, and then you get on the ride, you go, all right, here we go! And you go, whoa! And then it's over, and you're back down, you're at the unloading, you're just like, wow, that was fast. Like, that was quick.
There's a lot of boredom, actually.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of boredom, and I didn't feel like I could just disappear into my phone, especially in front of my kids. I don't like to do that shit. You know, so you got to try to, you're right. You got to do all that. And I was thinking about it, and I was equating, like, if I took some of these Disney families, the people with the t-shirts and all that other stuff, you know, most expensive day ever, and I go, okay, you're going to spend 12 hours here. What if I took you to the golf course with me and had you spend 12 hours on the golf course with me all day? How would you handle that if you had to, like, go play golf for 12 hours?
They would effing hate it.
They would fucking melt down.
Yes.
It would be a straight up meltdown if I took some of these people and I'm like, hey, guess what? We're going to go walk 36 holes today. It's going to be fucking great.
Yeah.
Your mind will be blown how amazing walking 36 holes in a day can be. My other beef is Magic Kingdom has no alcohol in the park. Yeah. So after I'm like all stressed and pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Now I'm stressed and pissed. In the bunker. What the fuck? I shouldn't have been talking. Yep. After I get all stressy, I can't have a couple drinks. Lighten the mood.
Hey, good morning, Keith. Good to see you. He says, all right, boys, I'm here for it. Good morning, Keith. Yep, well,
Keith.
It's changing, don't worry. I'm actually shocked and, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not ambivalent, but mixed feelings about the increasing amount of alcohol that's slowly changing at Disney. Like, that, to me, that was kind of the charm, right? It's just like, it's very wholesome. Like, literally, you can't get blasted, and
you can't smoke. You can't do anything there.
Yeah, yeah. You
can't vape. There's just nothing. Yeah. You gotta bring your own shit in.
Well, and I'm fine with that too, right? I think it's what makes it kind of special or whatever. But yeah, no, that's changing. I mean, Magic Kingdom obviously is the one that makes sense that it's delayed as far as no booze. But you go to Epcot, you can get drinks anywhere, although that's existed for a long time, I think. But yeah, at Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom, you can get drinks now too, I think. So
yeah,
yep, it'll be changing.
Out to the right. 4. Yeah. The other thing that, and I've experienced it myself, and I've been there myself, and thankfully my kids were wonderful. My kids were fantastic this trip. But it seems like every kid, the people who are the beneficiaries, everyone's trying to live vicariously through their kids as well. All the adults just want to see like that magic in their kids' eyes. And I think that's what it is for most people is like, oh, it's so special for the kids, and
they don't care. It's such a throwaway experience.
This is, going to be their best day ever, all this, that.
Yeah.
You walk through the park and there's nothing but kids melting down, screaming, and just having what amounts to be a pretty awful day, actually. I look at the look on these kids' faces and I'm just like, this is your worst day ever. You're in full meltdown. Like, do you do this all the time, or is this just a Disney Day thing? And I'm pretty sure it's just a Disney Day thing.
Mostly, yeah.
It's just like sugar and this Whopper combination.
Oh, cool. Golf Wrenching says he's taking his fam late July, first time. That's cool. Where exactly? What are you going to be doing there, Golf Wrenching? all the parks? I'm curious.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't like to get into that discussion or whatever about, like, you know, the quote kids these days, you know, and all that sort of stuff. Because I'm sure if you went back in time, you go, okay, it really isn't much different, but maybe it is different. I don't know. Versus when we were kids. But I do think that, you know, you're just asking a lot, right? To take a young child, and have them out walking around, like.
And it's really just the temptation. It's solid temptation. Okay. This is gonna be a blow up hole.
Yep.
It'd be like taking me to a place where someone goes, where I'm surrounded by like vape, alcohol, naked women, and golf. And then I've got some dick telling me no the whole time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, this is fucked. Why did you take me here if you're just gonna tell me no? You know, but you can't buy them everything.
Yeah.
And it's good to have limits on things. I think kids shouldn't be allowed. I don't think kids should. Here's my rule. I don't think kids should be allowed in the park to those places until they're about 8 years old.
Yeah.
I say under 8, no way. It's too young. You're asking too much.
Well, I don't do the Fitbit thing and all that, but we went to Screen didn't freeze, guys.
Screen's frozen.
Screen's
frozen.
Yeah, the screen's frozen.
Screen's frozen.
Yep. We went to Hollywood Studios, which is a smaller park, and the person I was with had the little steps thing, and we walked 6 miles. And that's what I'm saying, right? Just like, think about that, like just a random average day. It's like Wednesday, and you go, hey, you know, 6-year-old, we're gonna step out front of the house and we're gonna walk 6 miles.
6 miles,
right? They were gonna have right. They would have a meltdown. So you know. Yeah.
All right, let's count them up here. So we were 1 to there, 2 to the bunker, 3 back to here, 4 to there, 5 to here. This is for a 6. Never a chance. All right, that's a 7. Well, I guess I gotta make this. This is in that tester range.
Isn't that a 6 though?
No, let's count them up again. I was 1 to the fairway, 2 into the fairway bunker, 3 back to the woods, 4 back to the first chip. I chipped 4 to here, so that's 5.
You're right.
And then 2 putted for a 7.
Yep, you're right.
So we're just having a shit round here.
Well,
but it's a morning chill stream.
Yeah,
so
I think you found, obviously, that you like to play fast, but
playing too fast
you're
today.
Playing too fast. Yeah, I think. Just my opinion.
All right, I'll take a break.
Biz says, what I'm hearing is that we need to start McGolfin World. Can you imagine what that amusement park would be like?
I'll say this,
truly
and you know what?
The
one thing I think they are missing there that's a giant oversight is mini putting. I don't know why they don't have the best putt track on earth. You know, there's plenty of space, and I think that, you know, putt, that's like a half-hour round. You know, so it'd be something where it'd be an experience where you actually get to experience something for a while. All right, I say instead of turning Tom Sawyer Island into what they're going to do, which is Cars Land, we turn it into McGolfin Land.
Yeah, or just put
it's booze,
or just put
vapes,
a Top Golf out there.
Top Golf, naked women, just like degenerate city. We'll
Yeah.
call it Degenerate City.
Oh, okay.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, Keith says Florida is like the putt-putt capital of the world. It's funny. When we were kids, that's actually what I distinctly recall more than the parks. When we were kids and we go, was all the miniature golf around the Orlando area. Yeah, that was like the highlight. I used to like get more excited about the miniature golf places everywhere.
Oh, there's some awesome tracks.
Yeah, there's some really awesome tracks. Yeah. All right, let's see. Here we are at hole 15. It's par 3. Probably going to be about one. I'm going to say he's probably 158 today. Little tiny green with 2 little tiny bunkers to go with it.
All right, I'm taking a 7-iron. Go easy. That's right at the pin. If it's the right distance. Okay, hopped right over the bunker. I don't think I quite made the green, but it's over the bunker. It's safe.
Excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, guys, halfway through the round, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Helps out with that algorithm. Hey, what's up, Aussie? Good morning. Good to see
Morning,
you guys
Aussie.
on this beautiful Monday morning.
So Keith, I talked to the wife about spring break. Our spring break is the same time as yours. We haven't decided if we're going somewhere or not, so I really don't know if I'm going to be here. If I'm here, I'd love to play golf with you. I don't know that I'd recommend Palm Beach Gardens as a place to come for a golf vacation, though. There's not that many good public courses.
Yeah, there's none.
So
There's none.
it'd be, playing my courses. You'd go to the park, Palm Beach par 3. If you were a little more north, you could go up to Phil's course, Sand Hill Crane. That's or Sand Hill, whatever it is. That's a cool course.
And actually,
To give you some backstory there, because that doesn't make sense for everyone else. Keith reached out. He's looking at doing a vacation there, and he's thinking about coming down here to play some golf and do a little collab, right? And we'll do a collab on stream with Keith. So we'll see if we can't get that in the works. But yeah, I might be going. My wife was talking about going to England or something for spring break.
I put a link in chat for you guys. If you want to, you could look at that if you want. And basically, that's what you're going to get for your average public course. That's a public course down the road from Lex. And, this is what you get in these parts of America is the stark, haves and have-nots. What am I looking for there? The
Economic disparity?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the economic golf disparity. So Lex's area here has got a collection of some of the fanciest, nicest golf courses in the world that are all private. And then as soon as you want to go public, it's slim pickings. So.
And
I put
some not great courses.
Yeah,
too.
I put a link in chat to DOD's recent video that he did with Sabrina Andolfo and Alexis Maistowski from Golf Girl Games, and they played a public course, like south of downtown or whatever from you.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, what was it called? I had to ask in chat when it was on Premiere because I watched it. Let's see if I can remember. Or someone says. I had never actually heard of it. Oh, well, no, that was someone else. I'll find it here in a sec. Oh, Lake Worth, I think, is what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was Lake Worth.
Yeah, I don't even drive in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, you're such a elitist. Yeah.
No, it's just, why would you go into a crummy neighborhood if you don't have to? I mean, those neighborhoods are crummy.
Yeah.
It's like going to Baltimore.
They're actually not.
Right?
You actually, if you go in there, they're all being gentrified. It's fine.
That one was perfect. Oh, so perfect.
All right, let's see.
Hole number 16.
Yep. Oh, I know. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Let me run the flyover. I was looking.
You don't need to. It's a
looking at
morning
chat
show
here, but yep, here we go. We're at hole 16. He liked his drive. He's out there somewhere. Obviously, somewhere safe. Mark Lex says safe. Yeah, Biz liked that last chip. Said you got a bad bounce there. He said lip outs are painful. And Key said, let me know if either weekend is in play in the next week or so. I'll do.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can figure out another plan. We have so many hotel points, we can get free rooms wherever. And,
okay.
yeah, PJG is driving back from his little golf trip to Myrtle Beach. He says 2 hours on the road, 4.5 hours until he's home. He needs a Starbucks. Very nice.
PJ, what kind of did you make content while you were there in Myrtle Beach, or were you just golfing?
Let's see. He said that he said he played real bad. Hold on, let me read it again here. I'm where he put it. He said he played the worst 5 consecutive rounds of his golfing life. He never broke 90, but he did win a $50 skin on my only birdie of the week.
Okay, so he was playing in a group with people. Cool. All right, I got 100 yards left. I'm going to take the 56 and hope this gets there. Narrow the stance. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, just short. It looked like it was heading towards the water.
Mm.
Just can't quite get 100 yards with the sand wedge. 90 yards is about all I get.
Any chance we can talk about these younger golfers and these god-awful mustaches they have? Am I horrible for saying that I'm really happy that Jake Knapp blew it? Because I didn't want him to win, and I don't support him because of that god-awful, like, wispy, disgusting mustache.
Yeah, you can say that, sure.
Okay.
If you can't grow facial hair, you shouldn't grow facial hair.
Yeah, and then let me bring up this other guy. This was a big story they were pushing. Was this dude, Luke Clanton. He's some guy, young guy. He made the cut at the Cognizant Classic, which I guess earned him a tour card or something. I don't support this guy too, especially it's just like, dude, like, did you not get the memo? Your name is Luke Clanton. Look at this guy with his mustache and the hair. You were supposed to be a NASCAR driver, buddy. Look at this guy. That's a NASCAR driver. What are you doing in golf? You're not a golfer.
I was thinking a country singer.
Yeah,
Luke
yes.
Clanton, he's
Yes.
got a #1 single.
Yes, yeah, that he's just like, who told you golf, buddy? Look in the mirror. Go get your
Does he
fire.
look like Chance Taylor?
Go get your fire suit on.
No? Where's the break? Fuck you.
And since Aussie's in chat, I hate to say it, Aussie, but yeah, you know, I'm not happy with Live paywalling, but I gotta say, I think they have a better golf product. I tried to watch yesterday. I was like, all right, whatever, because it was on Peacock.
It's your job.
And yeah, whatever. And oh my God, the commercials. I couldn't believe how many commercials they run. Like, what are they thinking? Like, it was and they showed like no golf. Oops, wrong graphic. They showed like no golf.
No, it's all highlight reels of some dude you never heard of sinking a long putt for eagle to get to like 40th place.
All right.
Solid par there.
Good par there. Like, honestly, I spent more time on my phone just cruising through Twitter, it felt like, than watch the thing, because it was just like commercials constantly, and I was just like, thank God I got a phone here to scroll Twitter.
Well, and I don't think the PGA Tour Twitter account does a good job of like pushing out highlights and sort of giving you some of that feed. I couldn't watch, you know, I was in the park, and then Sunday doing other things, but I wanted to try to, you know, watch it. That was one of the things I was trying to keep myself occupied with. And I was like, okay, let me go to Twitter and I'll get the highlights and I'll be able to see some highlights. And the only highlight I saw was Ricky Fowler telling a fan to shut up.
Oh, yep.
And it's,
Yep.
and it's like, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad little Ricky is yelling at fans.
Yeah, and that's well, that was the best part, and that got me an idea about like that's how they need to change it. Like, the fans should be able to like that's like I don't know. Like, people take it too far, obviously. Like it's interesting at basketball, right? They've got like zero tolerance. Like, they kick people right out.
For heckling?
For heckling, yeah. And then, you know, it's kind of gone away from baseball a lot too. But yeah, heckling, it needs to become a thing on the golf. Yeah.
That was my favorite part of baseball, was those Giants chanting Daryl and messing with Daryl Strawberry. Like, that was good shit. Being in the stands, being like, Daryl. That's fun. All right. Hole 17, a.k.a. the hallway.
Uh-oh.
No, we found the fairway. What do you mean? Uh-oh?
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it cut back. It was a little weak and spinny.
Ball looked like it was heading for that golf cart right in front of you.
Oh, no, I was fine.
Okay. All right, well, good. All right, let's take a look at hole 17 here. Last par 5 on this back 9. Yep, a.k.a. the hallway. It's very tight, narrow tee shot. You got to be long and extremely accurate if you want to try to get to this green in 2. Ozzy says, next week should be better for Bay Hill. Well,
yeah,
let's hope so. Yep. I don't know. Yeah, I just...
It's still the commercials. It's still commercials.
Yeah.
You know, Phil's big gripe is that there's just not enough golf on TV.
Yeah, it was just crazy. It was like literally, I looked at, it started at 3 o'clock, and they went to their second commercial break, and their long commercial breaks. And I was like, oh my gosh, another one? I looked down at my clock on my phone. It was like 3:22. It was like within 22 minutes. They had done like 2 long commercial breaks. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's the product. They're selling advertising.
Yeah, it was NBC Aussie. I watched it on the Peacock. I guess same thing, like, right? I mean, I mean, I presume it's the same commercial breaks on a traditional TV or whatever.
Was it Brandel Chambly as well?
No,
That's good.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Who the
Dan
people
Hicks,
were.
Smiley Kaufman or something. I don't know.
250 yards. We cleared the water. Oh, don't roll back. Don't roll back. It's rolling back into the water. But I cleared it. I just didn't make the green. So if I'm dropping, I get to drop up at the green.
Yep. Golf Wrenching says, do y'all have any advice on courses around Kissimmee? Well, the one we always shout out is Southern Dunes. It's the real gem there for public. Super nice. Check that one out, Southern Dunes.
I liked the Ritz-Carlton course. Ritz-Carlton, I thought that course was fabulous. Great condition. And really challenging. It's super expensive. It's like $180 or something. I don't know. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Good morning, Gump. Gump says, Legends, Orange Lake. Yep, I've heard good things about that one. Haven't played it, but I am aware of it. It gets a lot of good feedback. The big one, right, what was that called again? Hawks Landing.
Southern Dunes?
No,
Hawks Landing,
yeah, don't do Hawks Landing. Big no.
Well, and I wasn't a fan of Celebration, but Golf Pro was just at Celebration, so maybe he could talk to the conditions there. I thought the conditions weren't great at Celebration.
Yeah, Celebration requires, I think, a scout to see what it looks like. The routing, the course itself was good, but yeah, it wasn't looking so hot conditions-wise when we were there. But that's also one that gets a lot of good feedback. Yeah, something like that. Nice chip there.
Thank you.
All right, so that's...
Guys, get those limes ready.
Yep, it's going to be a birdie.
Get those limes ready.
Dude, I'll go ahead and I'll update the scorecard now. All right.
All right,
Nice
birdie
job.
time. Thank you. No, I need to be birdieing the par fives like constantly. I can't ever let a par five.
Yep. If you
especially the sevens.
you want any chance at your club championship, you've got to take advantage of your length advantage over these other guys, because I've kind of seen them, and that's the thing is they're not long. They're just like they just hit it straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the reasons I'm playing for the championship is because it's back at longer tees. The flight I would be in would be at tee box number 3, and I play tee box number 2 normally. So I'd be playing up a tee, which doesn't help me at all on that East course.
Yeah.
And in fact, it might actually hurt me. And so playing back kind of benefits me, but it really does these other guys. It's going to be tough. So there's only 2 people I have to beat.
Yeah. And before I forget, good morning, Karen, and good morning, Seth. Good to see you guys. Haven't shouted you out yet.
All right, hole number 9, hole number 18, last hole of the morning.
PJG says, do you know why sometimes you see the same commercial back to back? I think it's just bad computer programming or something. That was the other thing too, is like, oh my god, like trying to watch that PGA Tour telecast yesterday, like the length of the commercial breaks and the frequency was bad enough, but it's the same. I watched the same Verbo commercial like literally a dozen times. Like, Verbo, make some other freaking commercials, for Christ's sake. Holy cow.
Oh, don't find the trap. Don't find the trap. It found the trap.
Okay. All right, well, this will give us a little interesting drama for the final hole. Here it is. Number 18, par 4, about 383. He's right in that fairway sand trap there. Should still be able to get a good shot there, as long as it's a decent lie. Because it's not too far to carry that water to get there near the green. Oop, what happened to the camera? Camera took a little quick sleep. Should be back in a sec. Wake up, Mr. Camera. There it is.
Looking forward to Wednesday. All right, we got a good lie. We got lucky. Oh, I forgot to talk about something that relates to a stream a while ago. The club sent out an email about golf conditions and stuff. They said, give it some time and balls will quit disappearing in bunkers.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
They said we've had reports of balls just becoming embedded and lost inside the bunkers. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to stop happening.
Interesting. Yeah, backstory on that, if anyone didn't see, maybe sometime last week or 2 weeks ago, Lex hit what he thought was a decent drive, and it went into a sand trap, and then literally just could not find the ball. It was a real mystery.
All right, 8-iron, 135 yards. Too much club. I struck that too well. That's going to hit the shack. Nope, it's on the green.
All right.
Someone needs to get their eyes checked.
PJG says, hey, Phil, we need to pull a poll on what the Pro V1s I sent to Lex should say.
I was thinking you should put your logo on them, and then I'll promote your channel or whatever while I'm playing those balls. But you could do some other logo. You could take one of our fake logos or something. Or they could say, no 3 putts. You're a fucking asshole. They could say you're an asshole. You suck.
I'll try to think of something. Some folks, you'll see it on Twitter or whatever, some folks put some pretty funny stuff on their golf balls. Like, intentionally for when they lose them, and then when someone finds it. I can't think of any now, but I've seen some quite humorous...
There's a guy at my club who says, you know, if the ball is found, something, you know, return to Bob. If it broke a window, return to Will.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
he's got the names of 2 members on his ball,
yeah, I see.
depending on
Yeah.
how it gets lost.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying there.
Why didn't you hit it? You got to hit it. I got to start pacing these off. Do something. This is one of my big issues, leaving these, and instead of giving myself a tap in for a 2-putt, leaving like a 5-footer for a 2-putt all the time. It's just too much stress. That's a par.
Do that one for
All right, good par, good round. It was a good 9 holes.
Golf Wrenching says, start the chant. 9 more holes. 9 more holes.
Unfortunately, the course is blocked. I can go play a few more if we really want.
Yeah. We could maybe do, yeah, like 1 or 2 bonus holes, but I got some work to do, and then, yeah, I got it prepared. We do have a stream later on this afternoon, guys. We were going to do it at 2 o'clock, but I got to take my relative to one of their physical therapy appointments at 1:45, so we'll go do that and come back and then fire up the stream somewhere around 4-ish, because we do have 18 holes scheduled on the other course, the East course, for this afternoon. But I'd also like to get a little...
All right, it's a little bit of a drive to get to the open golf holes, but we can get there.
Okay. All right, we'll give them a few extra. Yeah, because actually, and I wanted to show one thing, which I thought was funny. Oh, I wanted to show this, too. Because we were talking about, on the last stream, someone asked, like, what would be your dream, like, golf sponsorship? And I was like, yeah, Vice. I like, I'm not good enough to play their speckle balls, like, it trips me up, like the eyes or whatever. Yeah, I like the Vice brand, and for, like, golf clothes, I do like their golf clothes. But I saw this is a little, limited edition ball. What do you guys think about this? I actually really like this ball. I don't know if you saw this, Lex. It's a purple. They call it a galaxy ball. It's like purple with white flecks, sort of like a, almost like a, yeah, like a space theme. But I like that ball. I think that thing's pretty cool. Oops. Whoops. There was that.
Good. You don't want to play the Vice speckled ones, and I'll tell you why. And even though I love what they do, there's a big blind spot in my golf spot here. So my golf spot tests golf balls, right? Mm-hmm. Now Vice is also a sponsor to my golf spot. They advertise on my golf spot, so I'll leave that there. The speckled balls, they never tested the speckled balls. They tested the other ones, but not the speckled balls. And other testing they've done has shown that the color of the urethane makes a difference. Yellow balls fly further than white balls. And the color of the golf ball makes a difference. We also know that any bit of dirt or muck on your golf ball, on those dimples, is going to impede its performance, right? You agree?
Yep.
So when you touch these speckled balls, that speckled paint is actually above. It's not embedded into that urethane. It's kind of like painted on, and that painted on urethane, you can feel it. They never tested it. I would wager, and I've played those speckled balls. but I would wager that they fly 10% less far because of that speckling. But my golf spy says, you know, oh, the Pro Soft is a great ball.
Yeah.
But they never tested speckle. They only tested white.
Okay. Interesting.
So that's kind of my conspiracy. You know, my golf spy is great, except, you know, for this thing, right? Or if they don't test, you know, something else, right? All right, we're going to hole number 15.
Okay. Yeah, and real fast, let's check this out. This isn't politics, but obviously you guys saw there was a whole big thing late last week about press conference with Donald Trump and the Ukrainian president. But it's not that, but it's using that for a little funny thing that I thought was quite humorous, and I think you guys will probably enjoy it because of the demographics of the channel. I'm betting a lot of you guys know the board game Risk. So this was a funny little thing that I saw.
You're playing cards. You're gambling.
All right, we're going to go to hole number 16.
You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny. For those of you that have played Risk.
Is Ukraine a part of Europe in Risk? Or is it part of Russia?
Let's see. Do I remember? Did Ukraine get its own?
I think it's a part of Russia.
I don't remember. It's just there's a part in the press conference where Trump's talking to Zelensky about how you don't have the cards and you're risking World War III, right? And that was always the thing at, like, you know, the end game of Risk, where everyone, it's like down to the 2 players and you've got a billion little armies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was well struck, but it's going towards the trees. Hit a tree, got a bad bounce.
I thought you said hole 15. I think we're on 16.
Hey, what'd I shoot on that 9 holes, by the way?
I got you for a 39.
Oh, great.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Yep, should be accurate. And good morning, Orion. Good to see you. He says, Europe is a continent. Alright, PJG, yep, drive safe there. He's still on his drive back to his hometown.
Okie dokie. All right, Rod, where are you?
I was talking to a golf buddy last night on the phone, and they were talking about they played yesterday, 2 days ago, and they almost got hit by a ball. The ball went whizzing past their head. And basically what it was is they were on the tee box, and it was the parallel hole coming back, and he kind of knew it was coming too because he saw the guy with a big crazy like slice slash like shank type thing, and so the guy was already like on the side of the fairway.
Too much. Slow down. Rolled off the back. It's probably in the water.
Okay. And then so the guy's like 40 yards away, like off to his right, but kind of in front of him, right? In front of him off to the right, in the opposing fairway, and getting ready for the shot or whatever. And he's like, here it's coming. He like kind of knew that it was like a danger. And then, yeah, without fail, the guy, you know, does this crazy, like, low super slice coming, like, straight for his head or whatever. And so, he was talking about how it kind of, like, changes you. Like, he's just, like, a little scared now, because it's like he literally heard the ball whiz past his head like a, you know, like a freaking gunshot bullet. And, sometimes I'll tell him stuff. And like he doesn't fully listen, so he was going off and telling me about how, you know, like we need to have a thing where at the driving ranges, the club pros should go out and just like cruise the driving ranges and just walk back and forth and just like give coaching tips to people, right, to try to help golf. And I was like, yeah, dude, I've literally told you that's my idea. I've told you this before. I think this should be the program that they do on the PGA of America or whatever, is make these club pros go out like twice a day for just like, it's like a community service thing. Part of what's like required for their job to keep their thing is they go out to the driving range like two times a day. Like morning, afternoon.
Phil, I lost you in my ears.
Random
I walked
times.
too far away from the other phone.
That's fine.
You can talk to your heart's content.
And they should just cruise, right? And just go. It's like crazy, right? When you go to the driving range. Like, again, it's this like disparity thing, right? So like I can't be the only one that notices this.
The ball went in the water.
All right. No one cares about your golf. You're playing bonus holes. Is like there's like the driving range is packed, right? There's like literally like I don't know, 35 people out there, right? And 2 of them are awesome. And then everyone else literally can barely hit the ball, like barely get the ball up in the air, with just like the most absolute obvious swing killing flaws that are like real head scratchers about like literally like even like I'm not a swing coach, right? I don't know that much about golf, but I know enough that literally I could just go up and down the line myself. I could do it and just go to each person and just like get them like literally 12 strokes off of their freaking handicap or whatever per round by just like going like, look, I mean, you probably got like 80 things wrong with your swing.
Managed a 5 there.
But, like, here's, like, the one big thing you're doing. Like, it's massive, and you'll never hit the ball with that one thing. Just stop that one thing and do this. And it really is. It's just, like, you know, going back to just, like, slow play and,
Oh, that's not good. Why are you loose?
yeah, like, people, like, hitting the ball horribly, putting other golfers in
Don't like
danger because they've got
Don't like
crazy
that one
bad
bit.
swings. Biz says Rod would love that. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, right. Or just like, I don't know, yeah, send all these PGA, these retired PGA coaches or whatever, send them out there, right? Just have them out there for free, right? People go donate their time for other stuff. Go donate your time. Just hang out and just go like, look, this is the new way.
Shit.
You're gonna get unsolicited golf advice. You may not want to hear it, but I'm going to be out there telling you, like, what you're doing wrong. Right, because the thing, too...
So we were saying about the driving range. I've asked, like, my pros to, you know, and I've wondered, like, you guys are just sitting in the clubhouse all the time.
Yeah.
why don't you come out and go to the driving range and just give free lessons, man?
Yeah. What do they say?
Huh?
What do they say?
Oh, that's a good idea, Mr. McGolfin. We'll think about that.
Yeah, see, and I think maybe they think that, like, if they give the lessons away for free, then where's the money? That's not, they don't understand how that works, right? It's like, you'd actually get more customers for, like, the hour lessons if you give them a little free product.
Oh, that ball was nailed.
Right? I mean, giving free samples away, I know this from my prior life. Free samples is the easiest way to sell a product, right? Is give some of it away for free to try. So they go, ooh, that does taste good. All right, I'll buy a box. You know, and the other part too, as I was talking to my golf buddy about, was, so like when you go watch a golf instruction video on YouTube, right? The actual, the tip, the instruction is like literally 30 seconds. And sometimes they're hard to watch because you got to make a whole video, and so there's a lot of fluff, right? There's a lot of filler in there. And that's the thing, too, that's, like, weird to me about this idea about, like, you book a lesson and it's an hour. Like, no golf coach needs an hour, right? Like, you watch all these videos, and they literally, right? Like, I was just watching one with that short game expert, Dan Grieve, and he was doing a video with... one of the announcer people on Live Golf, this lady Rachel Drummond. And so, like any of them, right, she took like 3 hits. He's like, all right, let's go ahead and see. And she took 3 hits, and that was it. That's all he needs to see. I'm sure he knew off of 1 swing. He didn't even need 2 more, right? And like any good coach, literally, yeah, they can see you hit the ball once, and they know exactly what to tell you. Like, why is it an hour long? Right? It's like literally, it's just like you take 1 swing, they look at you and go, okay, yep, it's this. And then it takes them all of about 10 seconds to tell you what it is and what drill you should do to help with it. And that's it. Boom, lesson's over.
Because most people don't want to pay for like, you know, $100 for like 5 minutes of like, okay, here you go. And pay someone $1,000 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Mr. G, what's up? Good morning, Mr. G, and what's good morning, Stack Java. Good to see you guys. We're just doing some bonus holes, guys, if you just tuned in, just so I can rant. But Mr. G gets it. He says, lesson for free and more confident to the person comes back. Exactly, right? Like, I think, and that's the thing, too, right, with so many golfers, is they don't believe that lessons will do anything for them.
Yeah, that's me. Shit. 4.
But yeah, like imagine for all these people who are like really bad, right? Like really bad. Because again, right, go to your driving range, look down the line. There's like 2 people who are awesome. And then there's like, out of the 35 people, there's 2 people who are awesome. And then 3 people who can kind of hit the ball decent. And literally everyone else is literally struggling to make basic contact. Like they can't get their driver literally in the air off the tee. They literally can't get the ball in the air off the tee with the driver, right? Which, as we know, if you're doing kind of correct golf swings, the driver becomes the easiest thing to hit, right? Yeah, good point, Biz. Biz says, how ironic, LOL. Lex says, yeah, that's me. Seconds later, 4. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and Stack Java says Costco samples get a sale from him 10% of the time. Yeah, well, there you go. He may have meant 100% of the time there. I don't know. But, yeah, I just, like... You're not, right? You're probably not selling lessons to begin with. Right? Like, I rarely see, like, an obvious, you know, the local pro out there with a person. Like, rarely do I see it. I don't think they're booking a lot, to be honest.
In my club, they do a lot of lessons.
Do they?
You know what's funny, though, is people take lessons with whoever the new guy,
but
whoever the new head pro is.
Yeah.
And as soon as a new head guy comes in, we have this guy now. He's director of instruction
Oh.
And so all these old people are out getting lessons from the new director of instruction.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's not going to say anything that, all right, I found it, but it's unplayable.
But that's my point too, though, right? The quality of play is night and day. When I go to your driving range, everyone's actually is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone that can't competently hit the ball at your driving range. Like, everyone can hit the ball. So it does work. That's my point. Lessons help.
Yeah. I have to take it unplayable. My ball was in some crap over there, so I'm going back on the line, back to this tee box over here.
And again, I think you're gonna get another exodus of golf, right? We're in this big boom. And again, it's not the cost, because once again, this is a male-dominated thing. Men and their hobbies, men will spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. Golf's actually cheaper than a lot of things that dudes do for hobbies, right? It's like, oh, you go golf's expensive. What about the dudes that go buy a freaking boat for fishing, right? And fishing supplies.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, skiing.
Hunting. Dude, guns.
Yeah, all
guns.
that, right?
Whew, ammo? You want to go shooting? You know how much ammo
Sure.
fucking costs?
Yeah, and a gun. I mean, guns are like thousands of dollars and shit, right?
It's the ammo. It's not the gun. It's the ammo that'll get you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think people are really quit golf because of the cost. I mean, it's part of it. It's because they're not enjoying it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Biz says call girls, but that's a good point. Think about OnlyFans, right? Think about how much money is going in to all that sort of stuff. Yeah, people spend money on the things they like. It's when they're not liking it. And when you suck at golf, you don't like it, and then you start thinking about the cost. And then you go, oh, it's too expensive, I'm not playing. And that's actually a rationalization. Because if you were good, you'd keep spending. You just would.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there any, I guess if I was, here's the thing. If I was going to try to do any other
you can't talk with your back turned. You got to remember that. Start over. Okay, now we'll hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, I zoned.
Worries? That was nice.
I've thought about trying to surf and go surfing, right? I don't think I would ever buy a surfboard and just go into the ocean and try to surf. The first thing I would do would just be taking lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I was going to try to surf. And golf is a game where people think they can just come out and just sort of play, right? My wife got clubs. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, my wife got clubs before taking any lessons, right? She had like a work golf tournament to do. So she's like, okay, I got to get clubs and I'm gonna go play. And she's played several times, but no lessons. Yeah, there's just a weird thing where people think they can come out here and just play it without either putting in 10,000 hours or getting lessons or both.
Yeah. Well, and maybe that's what it is. The PGA, right? So the PGA America's got money. Have you ever seen them ever do any like basic informational like ads, right? Like there was no ad as I was watching yesterday from like just a PSA from the PGA of America to say, hey, like before you step on the course, like understand golf's the hardest sport. Go get a lesson. Like we're here to help. Please talk to us. Get a lesson, right? Like that's a good point. Like people just have no awareness that like it's gonna be the hardest sport you ever do. It just is, right? Like I just in my life, it's just like I didn't really have to like learn I didn't have to take lessons about how to play baseball. Like, no one taught me how to throw a ball or like hit the ball. It was just like pretty straightforward, right? I mean, there's maybe a little bit more to it than that, but not really, right? Or like ice skating. Like, I remember, like, first time I put on ice skates, I figured it out in like 5 minutes how to ice skate.
Yeah.
Jet skis, right? Jet skis are actually hard. Not the sit down ones, but the actual old school where you stand up on it. Like, I figured it out though in like half a day.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, Biz has got a good point. He says, my issue with the lessons and the instructors is that they don't focus on the basics, right? And that's kind of my point, is that, like what I see at the driving range is people who will never, ever get anywhere with their golf, and it's like real basic stuff. It's like grip, stance, right? Grip, stance, posture. It's a lot of this, like, real basic stuff. And that's my thing, is like, you don't need an hour lesson for that, right? You just need to literally have someone who has the authority, right? It's just, and this is kind of the problem too, is if I go up to a random dude and go like I'm out here hitting balls, and
Hey, Alan.
Whoa, shout out Alan. And like some guy is standing next to me, and it's literally, I can kind of see him there struggling. And it like breaks my heart too. It really, that's the thing, is it like hurts me emotionally to see people out there like wanting to do it and they can't. If I walk up to that person and go, you're actually not in a bad spot, it's just literally, I don't know what you thought about the grip, but like you have got like the crazy strongest grip I've ever seen in my life. Like your right arm is literally, your palms like if you pulled that palm off that club, buddy, and pulled it off there, your palm's straight up at your face. That's how strong your grip is. Like, that's just like, you'll never get anywhere. If I go tell him that, he's not going to listen to me because I'm some random dude. That's why it's got to be the club pro. See, club pro walks up, go, hey, I'm just cruising around helping folks out. Little free thing we do. I'm actually the club pro here. I've been teaching for 35 years. It's just your grip, buddy. Let me show you, right? They'll listen to that. He has authority.
It's in the exact same spot as the first time I played this hole.
The face palm emoji grip. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mean to rant so much, but you guys got me on the topic. I get
nah, they're here for the rants.
I'm real invested in this because like one of these things that I hate, right? I'm always kind of devil's advocating some of these like golf mantras, right? And so one of these things is no one should ever give unsolicited advice to other golfers, right? That's one of these like big etiquette taboos. And I just think that's wrong. Like, I wish when I was in my early 20s and I was going like to the driving range after work as like my hobby, I really wish I wish people had been coming up to me giving me unsolicited advice. I'd be a lot farther along in my game if people literally would have just walked up and said, hey, and just, to go like, I can see you care, and you got a lot of good stuff happening, but you're doing this one thing and it's killing you. I wish someone had come up to me and told me that.
Yeah, what if it's more than one thing?
Well, could you fix the one thing and then you're back out there next week?
Move on to the next one?
Yeah, and that's the next one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. If someone came up and tried to give me advice on driver, and this has happened, where people be like, if you just swing a little less hard, you'd hit them a lot more straight, right? It's just like, okay, well, one, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Two, let's see you hit the ball.
Yeah.
And so I think some of the challenge with that unsolicited advice is a lot of it's garbage.
Right, but see, here's the thing. right? All instruction is a take it or leave it, right? And honestly, if you went back 2 decades, that's actually the advice you would get from a licensed pro, because that was kind of the ethic for a long time, right? Was about smooth swing and all that. It's really only within the past, what, like 5 years that we've kind of had a revolution with the whole, you know, speed stack system and the whole concept of, you know, swinging as hard as you can and all this sort of stuff, right? And so, yes, some random person may come up and say that, and then that's still on you, just like with the licensed instructor, to accept the instruction or not. And so you go, I don't take that, right? But you're just saying that that is one example, right? There's every possibility that someone will walk up and tell you something else different that is something valuable that you could use.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, let's be honest. You hit the ball long-ish, and sometimes you hit it really long, but you're not that long.
No.
Yeah, and there's things, not that I recommend you do it, right? I think you're too old and there's just kind of no point. But there are things, if you wanted to do it, to change in your swing, that you would get more distance.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm not taking lessons, though.
Yeah.
There's a Rage Against the Machine song, and at the end, he's like, "Fuck you! I won't listen to what you tell me."
Yeah.
Fuck you! I won't listen to what you tell me.
Won't do what you tell me.
And that's like on repeat in my mind, I think.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of instruction, teaching. And I've had that with, it's not just golf instruction. I've had that with every teacher, every instructor, where I much prefer to learn myself and to go to find out the hard way and to learn myself versus being fed something. It's just, it's not as, the learning doesn't go as deep when someone just tells me versus when I discover it for myself.
Yeah, well, see, you're in a different spot. So you don't need to go to a local pro, right? What you need to do to get to the next level is you need to go to a place like Athletic Motion Golf, where they put you on the in the like mocap suit and do the like deep dive on the data, right?
Yeah. And then I would believe it. I would have, so I need that level of authority, and there's different levels of authority. I go to the local pros here and I just go, okay, I've seen you hit the ball. I've seen your swing. Like, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So how are you instructing me on something you can't fucking do, bro? You know, and the other thing is, I think most PGA teaching professionals are taught the exact same information. And so they teach the same swing, which may not be accurate for all people. I'm a believer of swing your swing. And trying to swing Freddie Couples swing would never work for me. It just would not work. I cannot swing Freddie Couples swing. That's not me. And there's no amount of instruction or practice that would get me to have Fred Couples swing. I would always be fast. I would always sort of rush, you know, through the downswing, and not lag the way he does and lag that shit out.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And Biz says, yep, thank you. He just typed exactly what you said, for sure. Yep. Yep. and yeah, Biz has got my thing. It is painful to watch. Even if you yourself suck, you can see what other people are doing can help them. Yep. No, I know. That's the thing, right? It's actually hard to self-analyze, but yeah, other people, you know, I mean, that's a truism in life, right? I mean, I think we could all give each other like good advice on how to have like healthier relationships, while we also ourselves like commit our own mistakes in our own relationships in our own unique way, right? And just have a blind spot about it. It's kind of how that goes. But let's see. Stack Java says you need more gray in your beard, Lex. Then you'll be better.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming.
And Stack Java says, personally, I believe it's practice where it's convenient, i.e. your garage net. Yep, no, that is a big one, too. I mean, I talk endlessly about that. It's just, you know, the cost of practice of golf is prohibitive, right? Especially right now. You know, they've all gone to like a flex pricing model with range balls now, right? And so, like, it's the golfing season, so it's just like golf. You can't, it's like, you're gonna go broke if you try to, like, actually take the time. Yep. And yeah, Orion says, what about club fitting? Trust yourself or the guy at the PGA Superstore?
I've done club fitting, and I didn't think that. So I went to this place called Moon Golf, which is highly regarded around here in South Florida. And I went to a highly regarded employee there. And it was basically like, all right, let's just hit some clubs. We're going to see what has the least dispersion. Okay, that should be good for you. And it was basically like I could have gone to the PGA Superstore with a TrackMan and done a better job and not paid $100 for a fitting if I just had the machinery, the TrackMan, and the availability of the clubs to sort of mix and match and create my own club. I'd probably. So we did a club fitting, but we didn't do a shaft fitting.
Well,
right?
That's my question. What do you mean by club fitting? What happened? They didn't do anything.
So I know we just hit balls with different clubs, and so I would hit like 10, 15, 7-irons with TaylorMades. I'd hit 10, 15 with the pings, 10, 15 with the TaylorMades, 10 to 15 balls with, you know.
That's not a club fitting though. That's just deciding what you want to buy.
I paid for a club fitting.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you. So this is the issue with club fitting.
They would adjust the like lie on the club itself.
So we did. We
and
went 2 degrees down.
Give you a recommendation on
2 degrees down.
Yeah.
Yep. So my clubs are 2 degrees down. I don't know. You know that getting them 2 degrees down was worth the $100 fitting. And even that, you know, after you hit enough balls, you start getting tired. I start slouching. My clubs may be incorrectly bent, right, at this point, because they're 2 degrees down, and I may not need 2 degrees down because I was hitting 200 balls during a fitting. You start getting tired, and you lose your posture, right? I start slouching, and then I gotta. So, I think if you can. Like anything, just like instruction, there's a ton of shit out there. There's a ton of garbage out there, just tons of garbage. And if you want good, you actually have to pay a lot of money for good instruction, good fitters. There's a guy here in Jupiter. His fitting costs like $1,000 to $2,000 for the club fitting to go to that guy. And he's who pros get fitted with, right? He's a club fitter, but it's $2,000 to get club fit. So $100 at your local like place. That's just they're in it to sell you irons, and whatever it takes to get you to sell that iron is what they're going to do, even if it's not the right thing for you. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's almost a separate discussion about. It's a chicken or the egg, right? Right? Because if you're getting a club fitting, you got swing flaws, right? They changed the clubs now basically to compensate for that.
Yeah.
Right? So like if you're a slicer, right, they're going to put you into like hybrids that have a crazy draw bias, right? That kind of stuff. And so yeah, that's that problem. It's like, okay, so you go to the thing, you're a slicer, they give you hybrids and drivers and stuff or just your whole set with a crazy draw bias. And then what happens if you go get instructions and you start fixing the slice? It's like now all of a sudden you just can't even play because you freaking overdraw, snap hook the ball everywhere, right? So so that's its own separate thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Phil, my phone's about to die, by the way.
Okay, yeah, and then we'll end it here in a sec. So obviously that's I think in an ideal situation you would you would make as much progress as reasonably as possible to get a correct swing, and then go get a club fitting. Yes.
Which that means you're going to spend. So, and this is what people do, is they spend 10 years playing golf before they get fitted.
Yeah.
And they develop their swing, they develop all their bad habits, and then they go get fitted.
Right. Well, I think, you know, there's no ideal, but there's better situations, which is why you have the club pros going out 2-3 hours a day to the driving range, just giving people free lessons to help them get closer, right? Just closer is always better, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's see. Kind of read some final chats here real fast. Yep. Stack Java says $15 for a large bucket. That's even seems pretty reasonable. Way more expensive where I'm at. Stack Java also says, "Yep, fitting. I'm short with freakishly long arms." Yep, I'm kind of there with you too. And Mr.
And that's
G
a biggie.
says,
If you're not 5'11", 6 feet,
yeah,
and normal male, normal weight, 185 pounds, you're going to need those clubs to be adjusted for your body.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Like you would have to get fit before you hit a single golf ball because you're so short.
Yeah.
Like you would need them cut down. There's, you know, and then you could go start working on your swing, and you'd probably find that you would, if you had shorter clubs, I bet you would quit doing that bullshit move of yours, because you would find that like you would be whiffing and you wouldn't even hit the ball with shorter clubs, and then it would cause you to start dipping your shoulder, and you would actually clear your hips. I bet shorter clubs would fix your shit a lot.
Yep. Well, it just, you would, you'd start placing the ball close to your body, I think, and that, right? I think the common thing with shorter people is, and because they buy off-the-shelf clubs, we put the ball too far away in our stance, right?
Yep.
It creates that kind of baseball over-the-top swing. Yep.
All right, I got to say bye, guys. Thank you
right.
before the phone dies. It's going to die any second.
Okay, guys. All right, well, I wanted to read the rest of your chats, but...
no, read them. You can read them. I'm just saying bye before it dies.
Okay.
That's all.
Yep.
I'll still hear you in my earphones.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Biz says, golf instruction should be like orthopedics. You adjust the instruction and make the thing fit in the shoe make the thingy fit in the shoe based on the way the foot is. You don't reshape the damn foot. Yeah, I think there's a middle ground there, right? I mean, it's a good analogy, but also the golf swing is malleable. A foot, you can't ever really change it, per se, because it's bone. But, yeah, I think there's a middle ground there somewhere, right? I mean, you're not going to get everyone in the world with a perfect swing looking like Adam Scott or some shit, but we could get everyone a lot closer. And probably do it in a better way. And then we just have less heartbreak ourselves, and also watching other people out on the driving range or out on the course, literally, right? Just like struggling and getting angry, right? Like the vibes. That's my thing. The vibes on the course, the vibes are bad, guys. Like so many people are not having fun out there, and it's because they just can't hit the ball. I mean, I'm one of them, so I get it, right? It can be not fun when you just are not enjoying it because you just literally can't hit the ball. Right? Like, and I don't even care. Like, I'll still shoot 120, but if I could just hit the ball, right? Like, oh, boom, big drives. You know, I actually hit my 7-iron like 150, 160. I don't care if it sprays all over the place or I'm not that accurate and I still shoot 120. I just want to be able to hit the ball. I think that's a case for a lot of people. And, you know, the fact that I've been out on the course a little bit more lately to actually go play with just other average golfers out there and just watch people literally top the ball for 18 holes and how heartbreaking it is to just like be around and how bad the vibes are. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, anyway. We'll be back this afternoon, guys. Probably around like maybe 3:30.
3:30.
Yeah, something like that. We'll be back about 3:30 for 18 holes on the other course. So
9 holes. So it's probably only going to be 9 holes.
Oh, 9 holes.
I'm gonna tee off at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play a 9-hole match with the current club champion, and see if I
Oh, okay. His phone died. Oh, wait, say that one more time. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't hear you. Yeah, it died. It's okay. I'll tell him. All right. Anyway, we'll end it there, guys. He said he's going to play 9 holes with the current club champion. I think he means today. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Apparently he's going to play 9 holes. I don't know. Oh, maybe not on stream. I think maybe he's going to play that separately. It's too bad. I wish we could see that. All right. Anyway, guys. That's our little fun, chill morning stream. Thanks for being here. Happy Monday morning to you. You guys go have a great rest of your day. If you're around this afternoon, we'll see you this afternoon for another 9 holes. Otherwise, yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. Greatly appreciated. See you next time. Bye.